Please accept today's boon. Have a nice day.
Are Paimon's eyes deceiving her? Or is that Inefa handing out food for the Frost Moon Scions?
Hello there. Would you like a feast of the moon, along with some snacks of the day?
So, what's new, Inefa? It was only a few days ago when we last saw you, but it looks... And I know too? What are you talking about, Paimon? We're just here to help, duh.
In the wake of the disaster, it's all hands on deck. We responded to Lama's request. At times like these, the smallest good deed can inspire others and help them through the hard.
And we're using eggs and heating tubes to make that a reality. In true Kamkake Crab Shop style! Inefa! Did you hear that? The Traveler said I did good. The Traveler!
That's because it's true, I know. Proposal. If you can resist...
No way! Well, that proposal got shot down quickly. I need something to get me through the hard times too, you know. Mom!
Yes, dear. Go right ahead.
Excuse me. Could I take a photo with the robot lady? She helped us get safely out of Krai, and she helped us get back home too.
Of course she is. And...
But you stole my snacks, though.
Oops.
Shall we move to the open space near the center? The view there is better.
Thank you.
Aren't you the better pick for this job, Flint?
You underestimate yourself yet again, Master Yi.
Not at all. I rarely come by Nasha Town. I don't know any of the big shots here.
All in good time. Socializing.
But you're much further ahead on that road, aren't you?
You're not seeing the full picture. You know the truth now. There is no question about it. The Lightkeepers need a representative in the League. Someone who is upright.
You say it like you wouldn't make the cut.
I am most flattered that you think I would. Sigh a little less, Master Ilua, and have more faith in yourself. All the Lightkeepers are... That is precisely why Starshina and Nikita felt safe delegating such important work to you.
I'm sure we all also agree that we would sooner die of dehydration than manage to wrangle anything out of you in a discussion.
My apologies. I am not in the habit of bringing water with me when I...
Whatever. I'll take the job. By the way, who else...
Oh, it's quite the who's who of Krai. There's the Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon side. I'm sure you will find speaking with them to be a genuine pleasure.
If you say so. I've never done this work before, so I'm honest, but I'll do it. Not only is it our duty as Lightkeepers, but because I want to make...
An admirable attitude to take. The beacons are lit. We have the chance to band together and build our shared homeland into an Elysium.
Yeah. You're right. I'll do my best.
Quite a few familiar faces have arrived.
You seem well rested.
I know no one's asked, but I'm sure you all want to know, so let me just say, well, great, but not perfect. Starting to lose my mind from boredom. Can't drink a drop of alcohol while I'm waiting for my wounds to heal.
I'm sure you had a sneaky swig or two.
Wait, how'd you find out?
I'm sure you must be missing Mondstadt after all the...
Yeah, you could say that again. Every time I get news from Mondstadt, it makes me want to go back. Honestly, once things are wrapped up here, I think it'll be time to head back home.
Hey, looks like someone's taking the stage.
Can everyone see okay? Anyone need a boost?
I'll just listen from the back.
You're taking this pretty seriously, huh, Durin?
Well, it's not every day that I get the chance to see how people speak in official settings.
Soak it up like a sponge. I'll make sure you get a chance to practice for yourself later down the line. Actually...
Mr. Varka, are you forgetting that I'm not a Knight of Favonius?
I can knight you. Any particular title you'd like?
Is he joking? I really can't tell.
You'll have to figure this one out for yourself. It'll be a good learning experience.
It is my honor to host the opening ceremony for the League, and to have this opportunity to speak to you all in my capacity.
Could this person also have been pushed onto the big stage by the real big shots? Guess I'm not the only one then.
We come here today, having weathered the trials and hardships of yesterday, and having learned from them the important...
All right, here we go. Uh-oh, looks like Aino's off in Dreamland already. Wait, boss is...
Come on, get the speech over with already.
Krai is our home, the land we rely on for survival. And as we chart a course for the future, may we persevere...
Looks like we'll have more opportunity.
I'm sure you'll cope, Lady Moonchanter, given how fleet of foot you are. Unfortunately, I suspect I'll be too busy at the curatorium to act as your host.
That'll be all right. I'll just check your schedule with Yehoda.
You... So giving my employees
I thought you'd approve. Aren't you forever increasing your employee...
That's a bold statement. Are all the Frostmoon Scions feeling more odd?
Columbina's return has brought joy to all who care about her. As for the Frostmoon Scions, we are learning how to thrive independently, without relying. It is up to us to make our home a more livable place. Joining the League...
I like the word try. It's nice and non-committal. You can opt out at any time and still...
You don't see a bright future for the Frostmoon Scions?
I'm just not as optimistic as you. The Frostmoon Scions should count themselves lucky that they have... But Krai's a big place, with all kinds of people. Most of them...
Well, that's where you and you... Unless... the Curatorium of Secrets is...
For now, yes. And that won't change until this venture becomes...
What would make it worth your while?
Getting out more than I put in. Right now, I'd barely break even, but I'll grow...
Then maybe it's worth a try.
All right, you can stop now. Or do I have to join the Frostmoon Scions before you'll get up?
You'd be very welcome to join us.
Hey, you two! Congrats on all your hard work! What are you chatting about?
Nefer was trying to dissuade me from adding to her employees' workload. Also, she's considering joining the Frostmoon...
Sorry, what?
Your conversations are always the most Would you two care to join me for some tea before heading to your next destination?
Nicole? Wait.
Sadly not. I'm otherwise occupied right now. I'm sorry, Paimon. I can hear how disappointed you are. If it's any consolation, let me say that how things appear on the surface is a far cry from what they are at their core. Perhaps you'll feel better if you focus on the fact you have a special line of communication.
Okay?
No, or not yet, anyway.
Well, that's not ominous at all.
Not for the time being. Just think of this as a general check-in to make sure this communication system...
You could have just said so. Paimon got all worked up for nothing. Still, my best Most friendships are built through face-to-face interaction. It's never gonna stop being weird having tea with you when you're not there. And
All right, fair point. I'll bear that in mind.
yeah. Any update on that crisis at the world's borders?
Alice just informed me that they had their work cut out for them. And now everyone's thoroughly exhausted. But the disruption caused by this disaster has made Teyvat easier to detect from the outside universe. She plans to wait for things to stabilize, then reschedule her Mondstadt vacation. As for me, I agree with Hat Guy's perspective. This is a time when many new variables are emerging, and the situation is we have to remain vigilant and ensure that the embers of chaos are not rekindled. I did notice that the energy in Krai changed somewhat after the war funerary. It looks like I'll have to examine the connections between phenomena I observe, just doing my duty. It's more or less second nature by now. Of course. To give you the full picture, I'd have to start with the substance from which angels were formed. Never mind. Paimon's right. Showing off my knowledge would be much more By the way, you did receive the gifts from the Hexen Circle, yes? I'm not trying to claim credit or anything, but they're quite similar to the protective talisman that Alice gave Dory, but with some very special
Oh! So that's what kept our friends safe when Dotori trapped them.
Indeed. We went to great lengths to make sure they were invisible to his eyes. I'm so happy they came in handy. Still, not fishing for gratitude, by the way. I just want you... Anyway, I'll contact you if anything else crops up. If not, you know what they say. No news is good news. Oh, my angelic instincts are tingling. They say... You should head to the docks next. Your friends are about to board their ship home.
You're here.
You're here too, Hat Guy. Are you heading back together?
No. I'm bound for Sumeru, and she for Fontaine. We just happened to cross paths at the harbor. Everything seems fine. Sandrone may have an abominable temper, but she's always been very responsible with important...
You always speak as if you know us inside out, Mr.
Maybe I'm just a good judge of character.
I certainly hope that's all there is to it. Regardless, you have been a significant help in this matter. For that, you
I didn't do anything special. Sandrone's the one who completed a seemingly impossible formula and turned the tide of the entire battle. Even giving...
Even we were unaware that Sandrone had hidden the real formula inside Polonia's body. She managed to fool Dottore into thinking the formula was running in her system. By installing an identical look...
She probably realized that she didn't have the strength to stop Dottore. But this way, she could at least get him to lower his guard. She always worked like that.
Well, that's why I'm traveling to Fontaine. She made a request of me long ago, and the time has come to fulfill it. She said that should she ever fail in a mission, she'd like me to deliver her core and Polonia's to the Fontaine research. She also mentioned that she had made arrangements for people there to set her affairs, and some of her personal effects, such as her notes, were left to me. I've decided to take them back to the House of the Hearth. For safekeeping, primarily, but also... However, there is one book among them that I'd like to leave in your care. I'll have someone deliver it to your residence at the flagship at a later date. No, I was specifically warned not to tell her. This is her last wish, and I will abide by it. I can only hope so, but none of us here can know for certain. I bade farewell to Columbina earlier today. As promised, she turned the iridescent moons. She spent a long time with Sandrone's body, saying her...
Oh, is she alright?
Sandrone's passing has left a great wound in all of our hearts, but Columbina surprised me. She offered me some words of comfort before I departed. Despite being... She never used to act like this. Clearly, she has grown. And I suspect that we have you to After these recent events, the Tsaritsa has revoked the Pale Star. Snezhnaya now realizes that the arrest warrant for Columbina was just a ploy by Dottore, who coveted her powers. I shall return to Krai to see her as soon as I find the time. I hope that from now on, she too, Columbina Hyposelenia's journey is only beginning. My ship is here. Traveler, Paimon, we shall meet again. You too,
What are you still bumming around for? Isn't Columbina waiting for you? I thought today was the day you'd agreed with her to go find out the truth about your sibling. You're afraid you won't like the truth when you see it. Well, this is new.
Don't say that! Wouldn't you be if you were in this situation?
Fair point. But I'd say I have more experience facing up to unpleasant They say blood's thicker than water. I know how much you need your family back. No matter what the truth turns out to be, they will stick by you and support. Finding the truth is important. But more important, at least, that's the life lesson I've learned from my experience. Grappling with what? Now that Dottoro's dead and gone? A little, I guess. Maybe I regret not getting to end his life with my own hands. Or maybe it's something else. But for whatever... Either way, I'm going back to Sumeru. Lesser Lord Kusanali is gonna need help dealing with all the chaos Dottori left in his wake. You should continue with your journey, as you've always done. Who knows?
So, what should we do now? If you want to explore a bit more to steady those nerves, Paimon's game. After all, when Columbina said she knew where your ship was hidden, Paimon, it hasn't been all that long since we were last apart, sure, but with Columbina there, Paimon's sure things will be just dandy. Ain't no biggie. Paimon might be all about that food and fun, but she knows how to do right by people. Paimon's sure you'd prefer to digest the news about your sister in peace. But, no matter what you see, just know you can share it with Paimon. Of course, as long as it's not super private. If you can't make sense of something, let's give it some thought together. And even if we both can't figure it out, Paimon can at least treat you to a nice meal. Glad to hear it. Feel better now? Alrighty. Next up, time to meet with Columbina. Columbina, we're here! Can't quite believe we're meeting out here. We've gotten used to walking over to Silvermoon Hall whenever we go see you.
Well, you're still welcome to go there whenever you want to see me. It's just, now that it's all over, I've decided to make some changes. Try and fit in with the Frost Moon Scions. The older generation are still timid around me. They don't dare get too close. And they bow their heads, but things are much better with the children. I see more curiosity in their eyes. Hopefully, by the time the next Moon Prayer night comes around, I can enjoy the festival with them as myself.
You'll do fine, Columbina. Paimon's sure they'll realize you're super nice once they get to know you better.
You really think so? When we first met, you thought I was a little up in the cloud.
We were just starting out then, come on! So what?
I'm only teasing. I know that I have you to thank for pulling me back down to solid ground. It feels good to finally stand firm on the earth where I was born.
Oh, that's great!
Thank you. I'll make sure not to lose it this time. Well then, are you ready?
Lumine, what happened to our spaceship back then? Why? It's time to learn the truth at last. Ready as I'll ever be.
Good. Then let me open the way for you.
Where does this lead?
To our shared destination.
Huh?
Do you remember me telling you about my missing prologue back when we just met? But while I was inside the moon's reflection, I realized that my prologue was really hidden in the future. I just had yet. The story of the time before I was born was in fact the story of my distant future. But when I obtained the Trilunar Authority and returned to our present reality, I sensed something I hadn't expected.
So you mean?
Yes, your spaceship. All this time, it has been hidden on the Frost Moon, which lay beyond the sky. The great ruler of the firmament. The heavenly principles.
Wait, them? Why would they do that?
I don't know. Perhaps your ship contains something that is incompatible with Teyvat. Oh, did I pick a bad time to say this? I know it must have been hard to. Maybe I should have waited until you were on the moon, with no chance to back out.
That would have been kind of mean, you know.
Take me there.
Oh?
Whatever is hiding in that ship, it belongs to me and Lumine. Those memories, no one else has the right to decide whether I should or shouldn't know about it. Not even the heaven.
Very well. Then let's go.
You two take care, alright? And
Rest assured, Paimon. We will. Traveler. Thinking about the story that we'll find hidden on the moon?
Yes. And hoping that it has a happy ending.
Stories like that don't exist, you know?
You don't believe in happy endings?
I don't believe in endings.
Where am I?
This is the pathway I built between Teyvat and the Frost Moon. The moon is very far away from us, so it could be a long journey. After I obtained the Trilunar Authority, I unwittingly saw past events from many of my friends' lives. One was Lauma. She was so young when they chose her to be the Moon Chanter. From then on, the Frost Moon Scions looked to her to bring messages from their goddess. But, for better or worse, I had left Hisi Island before she was ever born. It was not until much, much later that she met me.
I think it's for the best. Because of the way things turned out, you had the opportunity to become friends.
You're right. In that sense, I think we were both very lucky. Oh, and about that mage, Nicole. I only recently learned that she has lived in Teyvat since the time of the Three Moon Sisters. The Moon Goddesses always had a good relationship with the angels. I suppose our friendship continues that tradition. And then, there's Sandrone. I never knew that much about her, beyond the fact that she was created by someone called the Lord Artificer. She, too, suffered for a long time before joining the Fatui. How I wish I could talk to her again. Even if only to hear her say nasty things to me. Also, I saw your sibling's story. I'm afraid I didn't see much. It seems that she rarely came to the surface, where the moonlight shines. But I did notice that back when you first set out on your journey, she would often appear nearby, gazing at you from afar with a guilty look in her eyes.
Lumine.
Let us speak no more of the past. I probably shouldn't reveal so much about my friends. It's not my place. Let the moonlight carry us forth. We are very close now. After this, I'd like to bring some kuhenki to the moon as well. If they're willing, of course.
What about your other friends? Will you bring them to visit too?
Certainly. But I'll need to tidy the place up first. This home hasn't received any guests in a long, long time. I remember writing something similar with you on Moon Prayer Night. I believe it was called...
Dodoko's whirligig.
Yes, that was it. You asked me if I was afraid to return to the moon, and I said that I was. The idea that I had gained something precious, only to lose it so quickly. That frightened me. But I'm not afraid anymore. Besides, this time, we're traveling together. We're here. Over there.
Our spaceship.
It's huge. I suppose that the moon is the only place one could hide it. It'll be all right.
Huh?
The way you feel in this moment, I went through it too, on Moon Prayer Night. That solitude for me once meant living a life in which even I was absent. But that night, solitude meant throwing away the life I had gained after...
Columbina.
Go. Retrieve the part of your life that was once lost. Trust me, you will lose nothing by doing so. Look, Teyvat is right there. All of our friends are down there. Wait.
You're right. Thanks, Columbina.
Finished?
Yeah. Why did you take your eye mask off?
Well, since my return, I've decided to take more opportunities to see the world with my own eyes. Besides, I've always wondered how Teyvat looks from the moon.
And what do you think?
It's beautiful. I could spend a whole... What about you? What do you think of the truth you found? I haven't looked at another person's expression in a long time, but... I think yours is saying... it was neither good nor bad?
Keep this up, and it won't be long before you give Nephra a run for her money.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm much more used to sensing what's going on around me with
I read the spaceship's flight logs. I always assumed that this was my first time in Teyvat. I thought that Lumine and I must... But the logs show that our spaceship flew over the skies of Teyvat once before.
Flew over? So you didn't land?
No. The ship barely came to a stop before flying on again. After that, it continued traveling through space for a long time. Some of the data is corrupted, but I suspect that it kept flying for thousands. It was only after that that the ship made a forced landing in Krai. When Lumine found me, she came from outside the ship. Could this mean that she left the ship long before I did? Maybe even during our...
Are you alright?
Yes, I can feel that the truth is coming together, one small piece at a time. I remember Lumine telling me that when she first arrived in Conria, she could not recall the past. So this might be something that even she doesn't know.
Here, I made some space for you. Your mind must be racing.
Oh, wait, there's one more thing.
What is it?
Wait here a moment. Hey, Columbina.
Is that a new outfit?
An old one, technically. It's been in a cabinet inside the ship this whole time. It's a matching pair with Lumine's. She always liked this set more.
Huh. I don't think there's a huge difference.
Really?
Yes. It's still the same you. You're the same person, no matter what.
Only...
Traveler, do you consider Teyvat your home?
Home is... wherever Lumine is. But then after all the time I've spent here... yes. I'd say it's my home.
Would you change your answer if Teyvat changed appearance? I mean, if the truth about Teyvat turned out to be different than what you...
I don't know. But I don't think so. The truth is not what matters most to me about Teyvat.
When I was first born, I longed for a home. And when you get something before you're mature enough to understand the world, I thought that a home was a transaction. You give me what I want, and I'll do... But you and your friends taught me what a true home should look like.
That's because your friendship matters to us.
In the past, I thought that my birth in Krai must have, but after journeying to the distant past where the story began, I realized that it was I who chose Krai to be my... Now, I am glad that I made that choice.
I'm sure your friends are just as glad.
In fact, I intend to make the same choice today as I did back then.
What do you mean?
Well, I've given the Eternal Moon's marrow to Lauma, and the Iridescent Moon's marrow to Arlecchino. And now, I shall return my Kuvagi to Krai again, that it may
Wait! But what about your body?
Oh, I won't. Not this time. The Frost Moon has now entered the false sky, and I am only returning to Krai the part of me that it needs. I am giving what I... Oh, and I have something for you, too.
For me?
Yes. Come close.
What was that?
I lifted some of the restrictions this world placed on you. I trust this will help in your future adventures.
My power. It feels like it's grown. I can use the elements more freely. Thank you. This will be a great help.
You're welcome. I see you as family, and after everything you've done for me, Here. This flower is for you.
Isn't this a moon prayer blossom?
Yes. Don't worry. You will never see these flowers lose their color. I'm finally discovering the joy of giving.
Hey, better late than never. What are you thinking about now?
Why don't you take a guess? You get...
I don't think I'll get it in one guess. But I'm sure it's a happy thought.
That's kind of a sneaky answer. I down into that. The moon seems so far away. I felt it, but on the moon, everything feels so close by. The haze that once enshrouded the skies has finally been dispersed. I feel like a traveler on a winter's night. I don't have a lot of luggage, but I do have a lot of hope for the future.
Well, what's next?
Next, to start with, I want to stay here just a little longer. After that, let's return home and continue our...
These clothes bring...
The journey goes on, for you, and like I said, this is not the end. I don't believe there has to be an ending. Oh, is that your next destination? Most people would probably tell you to pack some warm clothes, but I experience things differently than most people. In fact, it is home to quite a wondrous heat source. I think they call it Kreshnik's torch. Every city in Snezhnaya is built around one of those. I sensed the energy it gave off as I was passing by on a railway train. It felt... I also recommend the Korolievsky troupe in Snezhnograd. They give performances quite regularly, and entry was free for harbingers. I liked them a lot. Ice cold and sharp. Crystal clear in some ways. That's just the impression that Tsaritsa gives me. I was never able to glimpse what truly... In fact, I don't think the people of Snezhnaya even know what kind... Maybe that's because the Tsaritsa herself has never acknowledged, nor accepted that power. There's Regrator, the Rooster, and the Jester. Between them, they control a lot of what happens in Snezhnaya, but I can never wrap my head around how exactly power is split between them. I noticed that the Rooster and Regrator often appear to get along on the surface, while working against each other in secret. But I wasn't particularly interested, so I tended to keep my distance. Now that I think about it, the term Mistelton often seemed to come up once things settle down in Krai. I'd like to explore the world beyond Snezhnaya. You've told me so many stories about the other places you've been to. And it would also help me learn more about the journey that has made you into the person you are today. Okay. As you continue on your journey, don't forget to gaze up at the moon once in a while. It is, after all, no long. It shall cast down its true moonlight, connecting us in truth.
To Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of... this preamble is such a pain to write. It's probably high time we got rid of this acting business. I trust that Dern has updated you all on recent events. Hope we didn't worry you too much. The good news is, we managed to come together and put a stop to the Doctor's evil schemes. As for the Fatui, not counting the Damselet, aka the Moon Goddess, who has left their organization, we found ourselves allied in this instance with both the Knave and Marionette. As ever, we find ourselves better off for making friends rather than enemies. But until we can ascertain the Tsaritsa's true intention in a short while... Wait. How am I meant to surprise everyone if I tell them in the letter that I'm heading home? Okay, I will begin sending the expeditionary team back home in waves. I'm sure they'll be able to answer any. I hope they won't gloss over the details of my many heroic deeds. But if I think of Mondstadt daily, please give everyone my best regards. P.S. The honorary knight went above and beyond this time. Are there any other honors we can give him? I'll leave it P.P.S. Please be extra nice to Klee for the foreseeable future. I cashed in on the last favor that the Hexen Circle owed us, so we need to earn some more goodwill. If there's any serious problems, feel free to stick me in solitary confinement when I get back. I'll do the time for her. Whew. And that, as they say, and with the moon shining down brighter than ever, I think everyone is going to sleep well tonight.